Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Lachlan Elsworth here, senior trader and also senior trading coach. Now ladies and gents, with the introduction of the new signal set and the new style of trading the markets that we do, a number of traders have come forward and said, Lachlan, can you please explain the two-step signal set for us in detail? Now with the number of people following the YouTube channel, I'm not surprised that a number of people have come forward and said, hey Lachie, can you run us through the two-step? What I'll do, ladies and gents, there's two facets to the two-step. There's two signals that I'll take you through very, very quickly. And of course, if you need, these signals can be explained in much further detail during a live workshop. Now, the first signal I will draw your attention to, ladies and gents, is the bright green line. Okay, bright green line you can see running through from top left to bottom right. Now, what that line there represents is, in fact, a stair step known as a reversal. What we've noticed in the market is that when the market does reverse its bias using the bias indicators that we utilize, we end up with a very, very powerful trading opportunity. Now in this case, our A wave, which is the purple band, has crossed below the T wave, which is the grey band. Now that suggests to us that the market is switching at a micro level to actually suit selling rather than buying. Now what we're doing there for a reversal signal is we're waiting for the price to punch down below the purple wave and then return to the purple wave and fail to punch through that wave to the upside. Now if it does fail to punch through to the upside, we end up with a very, very strong sell signal, and one we can actually take down to the previous pivot or a known resistance level in the market. Now let me run through the structure of it quickly. The signal actually confirms short for us at the bottom of this big black candle. Underneath the blue arrow here, actually confirmed at 32.41 short, or literally selling the market. Now the problem is that actually gave us too great a risk within the trade, and what we need to do is we ensure that at any point in time we don't take more than 10% at risk in any one particular trade. In that case, it meant we had to use a limit order of 32.42, but that actually got filled on the next candle. So all you had to do is put your limit order on, and literally the market would have come and collected your order. The market then moved against us slightly, which is quite normal, but it got nowhere near its stop loss, which is this red line just here. Okay, so yeah, slightly nervous moment, but of course it didn't go anywhere near our stop. Actually went within 3 ticks of it, which is pretty typical for this market. Then had the sellers actually dominated by this A wave. The power of the A wave is fantastic, and what it's done, ladies and gents, is actually pushed the sellers through our 10% and also our 20% targets respectively. Now in a lot of trades, quite often I say to people, go for 30, 40, 50, 60% on your second contract. In this case, ladies and gents, we were running straight into a pivot. Now, for those of you that don't trade, a pivot is a known support or resistance level in the market. In this case here, if you look on the left-hand side, we had the gap at 13229. So 13229, a very, very good spot to put your target. Literally is just either above or below that gap. In this case here, what has happened is also run into a big grey line that we refer to as the previous pivot. So if you did take that trade, ladies and gents, I'm certainly not criticising if you only got a 20% return. It is a 20% return. I mean, it's a great return, but on this trade we didn't go for 30, 40, 50, 60%. It just wasn't available. Now to bring it into perspective, the 10% was achieved pretty quickly. Trade confirmed at 19.20, and at 19.27 we were paid 10%. Now I had to wait a little bit longer for 20%, had to wait for around about 32s. So literally from 20 to 32 took 12 minutes, and that trade produced a beautiful 20% return. Now ladies and gents, there is also another signal in there being a two-step sell, okay, the 2SS, and what I'll do is I'll use the same screenshot but a separate video to explain the structure behind the two-step sell. So thank you very much for your time, and of course if you want any more information about what we do, just simply go to the website teachmetotrade.com.au. That's teachmetotrade.com.au, and register for one of the live events. Have a great day, ladies and gents, and I'll just record a second video now on the two-step sell.